Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of EAFC. Just want to apologise for the delay in getting this video out. I have been so poorly over this last couple of days with this cold. I think I had the flu, like shivers and everything like that. Been really terrible, and trying to even record it once, I just sounded like Gollum and my voice was not very good. So I really apologise for the delay, but we are here now, which is fantastic. So this is the episode of contracts. This is all about negotiations and what player will hit what bonus. It's going to be interesting to know what is going to be happening, just because of the fact that a lot of players will play obviously more than other players. We've got cup teams, and also we've got cup players and sort of squads and stuff like that. So trying to get the rotation is trying to be fair for what I want to do with this, but I have done a wages and also like everyone's bonus based on what I think that they will get. Of course, if you see it in orange, that is down to the player's agent themselves and just doing a pre-contract one ready, and I just sort of agreed it, and on a very fair few occasions I just edited it a little bit. So here, as you can see, for Sov, the oranges on there, the appearances for 20 appearances, nearly 7 grand. I accepted that. Ignore Mick. This is when I was recording. This is when the first patch came out. They've also done another patch which is stopping crossplay between PC and PlayStation players playing, which is great. So not a good start in terms of sort of updates and everything like that. So a little bit frustrated in terms of that, but hopefully the gameplay and everything else will live up to his expectations. Ian is on clean sheets. Try to do it as fair as I said, fair as I can between each player, what I think they'll get. Sov, I wanted to change it. To be fair, I wanted all goalkeepers on clean sheets. Sov was the only one that was not on clean sheets. So we give Jan his clean sheet bonus as well. So is Ian, both on 10 clean sheets each, which is not too bad. It's not too harsh either. There's a lot of cup games that we could potentially play, so Jan could get that. Again, defenders are really wanted on clean sheets. Really clean sheets or goals would be the best one, but that would be a lot of money if everyone hit it. So appearances is probably fair as well for certain players. Probably the appearances I wanted for other players in terms of like Morgan, Kean, Ian and stuff like that, for people that might not be playing as much, get their appearance bonus up, which is good. Morgan actually went with clean sheets just for the fact that Ryan wasn't on clean sheets. So as I said, trying to switch it up and determine which players can do which, and yeah, just sort of go from there really, because that would be ideal in that sense. So yep, we have Morgan on his clean sheet bonus, 5 clean sheets, bare minimum, I guess. The less is better, and hopefully he can obviously do that as well. In terms of who we are playing this season, it's going to be very tough sort of run of games. Novio, clean sheets, 10 clean sheets, £15,000, decent wages. Of course, the recommendation wage was higher, but higher sign-in bonus sort of counteracted that as well. So that wasn't overly too bad, actually. I was quite lucky to get away with some of them. And then just different ones here. Dave, giving him, I fancied him on appearances actually, but then I'm thinking clean sheets, but then we went for appearances just for the fact that having people on appearances is actually not that bad, as well as people on clean sheets as well. So getting this through thick and fast. Dan, clean sheets for definite. Quite high clean sheets, £10,000 for 15 clean sheets. Probably a really fair reflection of what Dan can do. And of course, him and Chris, the centre back partnership, worked out really well in previous games. So hopefully that can be done and replicated the same as well. And then Chris, of course, on clean sheets as well. Both of them on clean sheets. Real centre back partnership, and hopefully they can both get them together. But it changed at the very last second because Chris's agent, again Mick with no t-shirt, but yeah, for some reason the agent of Chris decided that we won't be having a bonus for Chris, which if I was Chris I'd be more frustrated about in that sense, just for the fact that he didn't do that. And then of course Dark Lord here, welcome back to him, I guess. Played for a very long time in these type of games. Clean sheets for him as well, get him up there in the cup. His height could be good in both boxes of clearing and also defending as well. And then the comment to Ian as well. I was thinking appearances for Ian, but more clean sheets just because of the cup. Don't forget we have lost Robbie this season as a centre back because he is now being a centre forward. So it will be literally Ian and Dark Lord playing every single centre back game. So then we'll move on to the midfielders, and of course the wages go up, the signing bonus goes up, and then of course the bonuses will go up in terms of that. Tommy, 10 appearances, £5,500 will be done within the first 10 games in all fairness. And then Paul was on the same sort of basis, like, do you give him signing bonus? Do you give him the same as Tommy? Do you work out if one midfielder can do it? The same with Dan and Chris. If they're both sort of centre backs, they're both going to defend in both boxes. So trying to look at that side as well. So I went with goals for ending Paul because I fancy Paul to score a fair few goals this season. Alfie was 20 appearances, £10,000 instantly in there. No, that was the first one since Sov that I've actually done this myself. In terms of the contract, just giving it, except for Chris saying no bonus. But Alfie, like I said, higher wages, higher signing bonus instead of £3,000, even £10,000 for 20 appearances. Alfie would get them. And of course, as I said in previous games, I want everyone to get their bonus if I could. And that's the way to sort of do it. Tyler, again, I really wanted Tyler on goals because he was pushing for his goals in the last sort of episodes of it. But we went for appearances with Tyler as well. But again, it's like another person ticked off knowing it's going to get it. And then Tony's agent went straight in with goals. I expected like appearances or even sort of, clean sheets of some sort just to get in there. But Tony is on 5 goals for £2,100. Not too bad, actually. I don't think he'll do it personally, just for the fact that that's not Tony's game style. But we shall see what happens. And then Jax was the next person. So it went from 6 players of me doing it myself to then sort of 4 or 5 players of me having to sort of listen to what the agents want. Again, I really wanted Jax on goals. Jax is the sort of the wizard in the cup, so I really wanted him to be fair on goals, but just wasn't unfortunate to be there. So Jax is on appearances, which is not too bad. And then it was down to myself, like, what do? I gave myself just a little bit more in terms of wages and signing on bonus, because again, I did sit there and create everyone, and it was only justified that I would probably do that. And then I didn't realise, actually, because normally when you go through, you get the sign-in sort of gameplay of the introduction of the players afterwards, but here I saw the sort of like hold to skip, saying they've got grey hair there, but just meeting other sort of players, the coaches, getting straight onto the treadmill, doing sort of little drills and fitness tests, I guess, introducing to the players and stuff like that. So really nice little cutscene, really well worked out. And then they did have the kit where they hold up the kit, but it was glitched and it did ruin the video, so it got cut short. Then onto the other winger of B, 10 appearances. Again, I really wanted B on goals, just for the fact that I think B is really good at getting goals. He has done in previous FIFAs and previous games that he's really hit the ground running in goals. When Mikey was out for 6 months, B just shot up there and scored loads of goals. So disappointed that B's not on goals, but it is what it is. And then Kean now was a right winger, not a left back. Different position for him. Normally I go from clean sheets to goals just like that. I did put goals on, but Kean's agent said he was happy with what the wage was and the signing bonus, and he just didn't want no bonus. So really gutted there. So that's 2 players that will be missing out on a bonus, but they will have higher wages, I guess, in a way that is kind of fair, I suppose. Danny, quite high again on appearances. Danny's not the 1-4 goal scorer, to be fair. He's more of a creative midfielder. I understand that assists are really hard to put on this with contract negotiations. I wish they could, because it just automatically gives you the assist on career mode when you play it, or if you don't play it, you just get the assist. So there's nothing that you can really do about it, I suppose. But either way, I really wanted Danny on that. Same as Neil, wanted Neil on goals as well. He's been picking up on goals. So yeah, Danny will not be on goals. And then it comes down to Mikey. Mikey is just always scoring goals. A lot of money being offered for Mikey. 15 goals for £30,000 is a lot, but it's not even a test for Mikey, because he will get that amount of goals. But I think the difference is will he get it as quickly as he done previously. Again, a nice little cutscene for the kits and everything like that. They normally come in, just introducing to the player. I just really like the little cutscenes on the treadmills and stuff like that. I can't wait for the in-game. I've played pro clubs with Mikey and Tommy and Paul and their other mate Sam. Really can't wait to sort of get them going as well. But I have seen the in-game cut play sort of stuff like that, and it's actually really decent. So we can't wait to show it off on the career mode side. And then the surprising one that really took me by surprise was Ocean's contract here. 15 goals for nearly £20,000, a high signing bonus as well. And I'm loving the challenge from Ocean here, because Ocean normally never doesn't not score goals. There's a few games where he hasn't sort of scored goals as quickly as he does, but he wants the challenge. He wants the 15 goals. I believe in him, and I reckon he can do it as well. And then finally, as I said, Robbie onto the attacking position now. Normally it goes from clean sheets into goals, so 10 goals from Robbie, which would normally be 5 or 10 clean sheets, but it's on to goals now, and then hopefully there's a challenge for Robbie, but see if he can do it. Being a striker and being tall and powerful, he might be able to in the boxes. And then, yeah, the sort of contracts were all done. Then it was a case of getting rid of everyone, transferring them, and getting people out of the squad. So just going through all of that and then redoing all the numbers as well. But that is going to wrap it up for the video, guys. That's everyone's contract done. If you want to let me know which player you think will do their contracts and which don't, let me know if your own player is going to do what they've been set. It'd be really interesting to know what you guys think as well. And yeah, we'll push on now. I think the next video will be formations, pushing on to how we're going to line up and play the style of play. There's a lot more in depth for that, so looking forward to showing you that. But yeah, stick around for that, guys. Leave a like on this, subscribe, and I shall see you all for the next video.